Wait times to receive medical treatment in Canada are the highest they've been in 18 years. That's according to a new report by the Fraser Institute. In fact, the report says wait times are 104% longer than they were in 1993. Dana Hutchings joins us now with more in Checkpoint.
Stacey, the Fraser Institute surveyed physicians across 12 specialties in 10 provinces. The average wait time in the country is 19 weeks from doctor referral to actually getting treatment. That's the national average. In BC, the wait is 19.3 weeks. So how do we compare? Well, Ontario has the quickest turnaround at just over 14 weeks. In Saskatchewan, the wait is 29 weeks, and PEI has the longest wait time. Patients will wait 43.9 weeks. That's almost 11 months for surgery. Of course, wait times are different for various procedures. Patients wait the longest for plastic surgery, an average of about 41.6 weeks. That's about 10 months. While those waiting for medical, oncology or cancer treatment begin treatment in about 4 weeks.
The longer that patients have to wait, the more harmful that it becomes for patients. In fact, our survey this year shows that physicians believe patients are waiting, Canadians on average are waiting 3 weeks longer than what they consider is clinically reasonable, and that is quite alarming from a clinical standpoint.
Now, BC's Health Minister Mike de Jong points out there were problems with this report, citing a lack of physicians participating, which could skew the results. And our Checkpoint question tonight, we want to hear about your experiences. What do you think about surgery wait times in BC? You can tweet us at @check_news, post on our Facebook page, or email checkpoint@checknews.ca. With British Columbians waiting on average 4.5 months to receive surgical care, of course, this is a topic that affects many. Stacey, according to the Fraser Institute, these are the longest wait times since it began measuring in 1993. Now, BC has the second shortest wait times in the country, behind Ontario at 14.3 weeks. Our Checkpoint question tonight, what do you think about surgery waits in BC? Here's some of your responses from Nanaimo and Victoria.
Yeah, that's a bit long. That's half a year. Could be a half a year without being at work.
Too long?
That's too long.
That's a long time. But the system's in crisis, and it's going to take some work to get it fixed, which the current government I don't think is interested in.
The toss-up, if we want free medical, then we're going to have to understand that there's these kinds of things, but certainly it would be ideal that people get the services and the help that they need right away.
Not good at all, but what can we really do about it? That's the government. And the way it's going is going to get longer.
It's no good. Nobody wants to wait. You want to get that stuff done and over with and get on with your life.
Every opportunity that I've had to avail myself of surgery is I've always had it on time, and I don't see a problem.
Definitely too long. It's about time they did something about it, isn't it?
And here are some of your social media responses. Leona says, I just got an appointment for an MRI in July. This has to be done before I can see the specialist. Hopefully I'll get an appointment with the specialist by fall. Then I have to wait for surgery after all that. Adds up to a whole lot more weeks than estimated. Jeff says, I think it's absurd. My uncle is at risk for a heart attack. He has to sit at home and do nothing until they can get him in. It's been October since he has been diagnosed. So what's the solution? Well, the Fraser Institute says it's up to policymakers to embrace sensible reforms that have worked in other industrialized countries. And that's tonight's Checkpoint.